JimmmyJams Internet Show. Oh yeah.
Because life tastes better when you spread the jam.
Why there, people? This is JimmmyJams. I'm Jim. Let's jam. Congratulations, you've just made it to my very first ever vlog thing. So whatever this is, and we're going to discover that together. But I think the first thing is you probably won't want to listen to this until you figure out something about me. Why would you listen to somebody you don't even know anything about? A simple introduction. I'm just a typical person. I'm not a brilliant scientist, politician, actor, or actress. I probably don't even have an article about myself on Wikipedia. I'll work on that. I speak English, and I actually have a degree in mass communications. It has been my job to communicate in one form or another all throughout my life. I've been a writer, a radio producer, an announcer, a videographer, photographer. Heck, I was even a youth pastor at one point. Notice how I said heck. I'm number 7 out of 8 kids. I lived overseas for about 8 years or so. I like to sing. I like to write songs. I like to run. I plod, but I would like to run. So who are you anyway? I mean, you come here and you're watching me, huh? Who invited you? But you can, and eventually I'll figure out who you are. And I think you're going to find that the people who watch my vlogs probably don't care about what Justin Bieber is doing with his hair. They don't care if I spoof a Twilight movie, or whether Leanne Rimes has fake parts, or whether the Kardashians even exist. I'm a little different than that. I'm not as cute as Charlie So Cool like. I don't have that nice Australian accent like that cute Australian girl. I don't speak as fast as Philip DeFranco. All those other vlog people, they're wonderful. Keep in mind, I don't use profanity. I hope that's okay. It doesn't offend anybody. I don't want to vomit that stuff out of my mouth. I have kids and a boss, and I don't want to vomit anything, actually. And I don't want to waste your time, and I hope you don't waste my time. I want to be sharpened, and I hope you want to be sharpened, too. I like entertainment, but isn't there enough out there? I'm more like a Jacques Cousteau or a Jack Hanna or Jane Goodall. I like to watch people. It's more interesting than watching migratory habits, mating, eating habits, all that stuff. Some people call this kind of thing ranting. To me, that's very one way. Look, I don't want this to be one way. This is the internet. Why would it be one way? We can do this two way. 2 ways. If it ever ceases to be two way, 2 ways. You have my permission to throw things at your computer. I take no responsibility. I hope we can talk about more or less anything. There may be topics I have to tiptoe around because they are umbrageous and perspicacious. But there's courage in taking care when you say things, so I hope that I do that. So pray for me, y'all. I have personal rules. I'm not interested in dragging my personal life into everything. By the way, there is such a thing as personal life. But I do want the reputation of being an honest guy and at least being genuine to some extent. But the question remains, why? Why does a person do this at all? I like to be challenged about life's stuff. I like to give others challenges about life's stuff. This may let my kids, my grandkids, and my great-grandkids know how I thought and how I used to sound back when I was young. I am young. It could be fun. And you know, besides, I'm old enough to remember when only people like Peter Jennings, Walter Cronkite, the president, they were the only people that could talk to millions and bajillions of people. And now I can. I'm old enough, I've got enough money, I bought my own multi-million-dollar facility here. Now I can talk to the masses, and I just think, gee whiz, you have a chance to do that. Why wouldn't you? You must also know that I probably will let my close confidants know things I'm going to talk about before I talk about them. They have superpowers, and they can keep their mouths closed when mine just keeps doing this, you know. I lack those kinds of faculties of discretion sometimes. Now, I'm not a doctor, but I have performed this procedure of extracting my foot from my mouth more than any other surgeon alive. And needless to say, there is a fine line between being spontaneous and just being stupid. Between having fun and between hurting others' feelings. Between being responsible about sharing your opinion and just stomping on good people. And I hope I don't do that. So I go into this with some fear, some trepidation, but I'm going into it. That's what I think. Be a blessing, people.